younger, I was all up in the volunteering. I was a member of the student council, the library planning committee, Philadelphia Young Playwrights, even attended a fundraising dinner or two. I did coat drives, I did can drives. I put quarters in those little cardboard display cases with the smiling children's faces on them, but I'd never donated blood. That was the Mecca for me, the ultimate show of kindness and love for your fellow man. The best thing you could do while you were alive, second to donating a kidney. And since I'd heard a lot of horror stories about how that could go horribly wrong for both the donor and donee, I decided blood was the better choice. Unfortunately, I was under the weight threshold. My youthful looks and slim figure have failed me once again. Went through high school and freshman year of college feeling like a failure because I didn't meet all the prerequisites for complete strangers with limited medical training to drain my body of its precious life fluids. But sophomore year, near Halloween, if you can believe it, was when everything changed. The unlimited meal plan worked its magic, and by the time the Red Cross vans rolled into town, I weighed 116 pounds. 6 pounds above the weight threshold. And I was prepared for that brisk autumn morning. I brought my homework, I brought things to read, I brought a cell phone in case of an emergency. I filled out the paperwork, I got my spanking new ID card, and I laid my bad self down on that gurney. Didn't even hurt, I just sort of marveled at the blood being sucked up through the tube that attached to my arm. I never knew it could feel that warm. 1 liter later, I thought I did everything right. I walked around for a little bit, I ate the cookies, drank the orange juice, sat down for a little bit, and started walking towards the mess hall for a proper meal. Heck, I felt so great that I started walking along the curb, and that's when my vision started getting spotty and black. So I decided to walk down the middle of the road like a sane person until I was overcome with the urge to sit down until the world stopped spinning. Classmates and co-eds started walking by me as I was wondering why I got so dizzy. I didn't even notice one of them calling health services. By the time both they and the paramedics arrived, I was lying down the middle of an asphalt road, not by choice. Paramedics asked me if I could stand. No, I couldn't. That just made everything worse. I just wanted to lie there and laugh at the guy I thought looked like Colonel Sanders. But somehow they got me into that ambulance, and I started talking to the one monitoring my life signs about her career and her personal life. "Don't talk to me," she said. "I can't tell what's wrong with you if you do." She didn't understand. Small talk was how I got through everything. How I got through shots, doctor's appointments, elective surgeries. The ride to the hospital was cold, quiet, and long. The doctor assured me that after a few minutes rest, I should be good as new, and I just needed to eat a lunch and get stuck with an IV to keep my health up. So they put me in the middle of a hallway, wrapped up with IV cables and heart monitoring cables that would strangle me if I laid down the wrong way. I ate that boxed lunch, and then I alternated between staring into the nothingness and half-heartedly trying to do my homework. A little later, I got the dry heaves. But I wasn't about to lose what little dignity I had all over the hallway, all over a hospital hallway. So I started screaming for a doctor, a nurse, for someone, anyone to please bring me a trash can or a trash bag. But all I could hear was the echo of a woman's voice saying, "Where is that coming from? I know that voice is coming from somewhere." And then came the paperwork. Doctor said I just had to fill out my home address and my phone number so the insurance could kick in. Only issue with that, I moved. Recently. I didn't remember the home address, and my cell phone had no reception in the hallway. So much for in case of an emergency. So first I had to hail hail one of the hospital employees and grab one of their special cell phones and call my mom. She didn't answer. So then I called my dad's cell phone. He didn't answer. I tried the home phone next. Then my mom's work, then my dad's work, then the grandparents' house, then the entire list once again from the beginning, each time shouting down the hallway for that X-ray proof cell phone they're so fond of using. A doctor came a little later and said, "You know, you could probably just send us the address later if you wanted to get home." Sweet freedom. Took a taxi home, about 1 block back to home, and everybody I knew was freaking out. My mom, being a phlebotomist and also a mom, gave me a long, detailed list of reasons why donating blood was the most dangerously stupid thing I could have done. All my friends and classmates made me promise never to do it again, including one guy who I remember just staring at me while I was lying on the ground, leaving me to die rather than helping me to the hospital. Still, glad to have gone through the experience, to have helped people, to have gone through the experience, to have saved 3 lives according to the Red Cross website. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I should sit down. I'm kind of woozy.
Caitlin, everybody.